Hi guys. Unfortunately, somebody or I mislaid the iRig cable on the for the microphone, so you might have to stream to hear me a little bit louder than I usually am. So right now, as I said, I just realized that today I was going to do a quick vlog, and I was looking for my audio cable, and that reprieve, which is always on the cable, and it's not here. And I realized that may possibly left it at the soup kitchen, or possibly somebody may have lifted it from said soup kitchen to use it for their own use. Okay, so it happens. So bear with me, okay? Today I wanted to let you know I am going to be buying a new one. Yes, I've got a. I just priced out the stuff. It's not really that expensive. I don't use my really expensive best equipment at the soup kitchen for the reason that it's kind of rough and tumble and tends to really get kind of beat up in the soup kitchen environment. To be honest, do you really need a 25-foot long microphone cord for the soup kitchen? The real truth is no, not really. I probably could go for a 5-foot or even a 2-foot for most things, considering the iPhone is only about maybe about less than half a meter from me. So yeah, I probably could have gotten away with a shorter cord, or I could always try to go get one of those wireless XLR thingies and just forgo the cord completely. That's just certainly an option. But anyway, so let me try to see if I can get a good shot of me. There we go. Today, of course, is the 20th. It is apparently the Winston Carnival is in effect right now. The Winston Carnival is, I suspect that because last night they had the fireworks show, and they always do that on the opening night. It's always on a Friday, and today's Saturday, so they probably have the fireworks in the carnival. And of course, I didn't go. I don't really like going to the carnival that much, because the amount of people, and it's generally a very chaotic mess. As far as all the people, it's a really big thing for Winston. Even the people of Torrington come to the Winston Carnival, as do, of course, people from Farmington, Riverton, Colebrook, Buckhampton, New Hartford, you name it. So it's packed, but it's the same layout every year, the same rides, getting the same places. So it's not like I could show you footage from, say, 3 years ago, and then splice it with footage of currently right now, and you wouldn't really see the difference. It's how much the same setup and the same ride configuration. So, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't go to the carnival, but I really don't tend to go much. I have to admit that I am a little bit uncomfortable without my microphone here on the desk. I'm so used to having my mic right here in front of me to make sure that you're getting my voice and not everybody else's voice or all the background noise or anything like that. And unfortunately, at this point, I can't do nothing about it. So, like I said, you're just going to have to bear with me, okay? I am going to probably be doing a video in the studio later tonight, because we got some good news. The weather is coming down in temperature. I was just watching a video by the iBook guy, and the video was called, he was talking about Windows XP. It was an older video from 2016. It wasn't the modern video today. And he was talking about how Windows XP is obsolete, and in a similar vein, he's also did videos regarding the Apple iBook G4s and things like that. So let me ask you a related question, and that's this. Is a house phone. Okay, I know this is a business phone. I know we get eclectic tastes in house phones. But is this analog phone obsolete? No. Let's look at it. Well, first of all, what makes something obsolete in the first place? Is it, in the case of computers, it can be pretty simple. It could be something simple as maybe the software that you would normally be buying for your applications is not being produced for your version of the operating system for your computer, or the operating system is no longer getting new drivers and upgrades, and so therefore everything you're if you need to get newer software or stuff to keep up with the modern times, you can't, because it's, you know, they're not releasing new products. Does that make it obsolete? Yeah, it does, unfortunately enough. This is an iPhone 4S, and I'm going to use this as an example to compare it to my house phone, because we might as well compare the two. The iPhone 4S is still being supported, I believe, up to the newer iOS 9 series products, but because the amount of RAM for applications used for running is only 512 megabytes inside, or is it 256? No, it's 512, because I know my iPhone 3GS had even less room. I think my iPhone 3GS was 256 megabytes, and my iPhone 4S is 512. Okay, we're not talking about the storage area where you store your programs. Both phones, for this example, were 16 gigabytes, and both phones have a lot in common, but some things that the iPhone 4S has that the 3GS couldn't have, as a front-facing camera, Siri, a bit more, or definitely much better camera, rear-facing camera is definitely much better with autofocus capability. I'm just trying to see my cats come home, because that's another story. We don't know where Fame is. I know where Rusty is, but where's Fame? I don't know. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. 3GS only does 3G. Okay. And the newest iOS does the 6.15, I believe. Actually, you can go up to 6.16, but, well, that's problematic at best. So, take it with a grain of salt. Does it mean it was obsolete for me? Well, no, because, except the fact is that I can't check myself in the viewfinder to see if I'm in focus, because, you know, if I wanted to, since the camera was not autofocused anyway, it really didn't really matter. Front-facing camera on my iPhone 4S, I believe, is fixed focus, but I could be wrong too, because, no, I think it is autofocus also. But, some games will not work on the iOS 6.1.5, and obviously one of them is Pokemon Go. Still, the thing takes too much room and will not fit into an iPhone 6S's 256 megabytes of RAM in the first place. It's a single core processor, and it is very, very slow. No lie. But I've had an iPhone 4S, 3GS for so many years that I really kind of got used to having it, and I'll admit, for 5 years, 3 years, I think I had 3 years. From 2011 to 2013, it has 15. Okay, 4 years. That has served me well, but I'll be honest, is it obsolete? Technically, yep. It's obsolete, alright. But what made it obsolete for me was the fact that it didn't have Siri. I'll be honest, I don't use Siri a lot. When I do use Siri, it's because I'm asking for some simple questions that I could easily have found out by just getting on Google. Okay? In fact, a lot of times the questions I often ask Siri is actually questions that can be answered just like you would ask anybody else for looking at the screen on your phone. For example, if I was to ask Siri what time is it, she'd tell me the time. If I ask her what the date is, she'd tell me the date. If I ask her what's the day, she'll tell me the day. Okay? The iPhone 3GS had a simple text response system that could do something similar prior to Siri. The difference was in the 3GS that was built into the phone itself, which you would access the same way you do Siri. You hold the home button down until you get a prompt that says to speak. You speak your question. Siri has a little silver disc on the top, so if you want to ask multiple questions, you press the silver disc when you're speaking to tell her, I have more questions. Whereas the one that's built into the iPhone 3GS doesn't do that, because that's not using Siri anyway. But what about the analog home phones versus the cell phones? And of course, in this time and age, everybody's trying to save a few bucks, including me. And it really is getting expensive to have a house phone. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I have 3 home phones. Now, this is a good example because we're going to compare it with 3 cell phones. Okay, why not? Compare apples to apples here. And let's talk about the new T-Mobile One package. And I also have a few questions too for the rest of you guys. What is it about that video I did at the soup kitchen on Thursday that got you so excited and caused my video to go, for as I'm concerned, viral? I saw that. 600 plus viewers? Holy cow. What is it that I do that got you guys so excited? So, am I going to try to repeat the same success? I don't know what the success was, so how can I repeat it? I can't. So if I don't know, I can't repeat it. If I did know, I could. I don't want to use it for once in a while, repeat it so much before it gets old, and nobody wants to see the same method over again because it just kind of spoils the uniqueness of the surprise. Maybe it was the fact that I kind of got angry about the fact that SoftBank got their eyeballs on T-Mobile. When I said I meant over my dead body is because literally I am a T-Mobile common stockholder. And I am not going to let them do that. Okay, but now let's get back to talking about this new plan rates and comparing cell phones to home phones. Now, to compare cell phones to home phones, since home phones do not usually have data package with them, we're going to compare it with my DSL package. Okay? Likewise, I'm going to, for the time being, also add in my mobile hotspot into, or no, I don't have to because the phones have built in, don't they? So I'm not going to add the mobile hotspot into the numbers. So here we go. Number 1, according to the new rules of the new T-Mobile One package, it works like this for a family of 3 phones. First phone is $70. You get unlimited talk and text and web on the phone itself. No tethering of any high speed anyway. You get unlimited tethering, but it's only 2G. Okay? So, if you only do phone stuff, that's not a big deal. Okay? Oh, and the second phone with the same features is $50. So that's $120. The third phone is going to cost you $20 more. That's $140. Now, each of those 3 phones on their T-Mobile One has it comes out to be $140 right? That sounds pretty close to what I pay right now for my home internet and 3 phones. But then T-Mobile throws in a nasty surprise. Then they say, oh, you gotta pay $5 because you don't want auto pay. You gotta pay $5 each phone, each one, to get your 3 phones working. First of all, why do you have to charge me $5 3 times? Are you sending out 3 separate bills to 3 separate addresses? No, you're sending a bill to 1 address. So why do you need to charge it to me for 3 times? Okay, I know cell phones I know billing is expensive, printing bills cost money, postage, shipping, and all that. I know that. But seriously, that's going to have to be added into the comparison because that is going to be an important piece. So, for this example, 70 for the first line, 50 for the second line, that's $120, plus $10 for the that plan is going to cost you $130. Now you add in the third phone line with it's $5. Okay, so the phone line is going to be 120, 130 plus 20 is 50, plus the other 5 is 155 bucks. That's exactly what I'm paying for my DSL. Okay, and my home phone lines. I'm not saving a rat's ass. That's sad. But then again, let's compare it with the current plan I'm on, because it ain't no better. 6 gigabyte plan with data with binge on and data stash. Okay, 3 phones. First phone is 50. Second phone is 50. Third phone is 20. That's $120. No auto pay. And with auto pay, it's still $120 if you don't ask for detailed billing. If you want detailed billing, then it goes up. But I didn't ask for detailed billing. I just go ahead and get an invoice in the mail, and that's it. And then I just go ahead and I pay using my debit card online. It's not auto pay, but it's kind of halfway there. So maybe you're asking yourself is, why don't you just go ahead and just forgo the paper bill completely, and since you pay online anyway? Because I don't want to deal with auto pay. I don't want to have somebody automatically taking money out of my bank. I want to be able to manually have that control to say, I'm going to pay now or I'm going to pay in 2 weeks from now. That's the way I like to do it. So, now there's been a couple of people who have been belly aching about this high-speed data thing. First, so let's be honest here. On an iPhone 4S, even though I have a Retina display on my phone, do you really seriously going to be watching a 1080p video on a screen that's 3.5 inches diagonal? Actually, it's about 4.5 inches. 4 inches, I think. Okay, I think it's 4 inches too. I might be wrong, but it sounds about right. I'm kind of measuring it with the eyeball, so that sounds about right. So, probably not. You're not going to probably do that because most people at that resolution is not going to notice the damn difference. Those people who really want or have really big phones like the new 6S Plus or are willing to pay for that premium, yes, you will see a reason to want to do it. But the average person may not need that. I think that most people may not even need the unlimited thing either. Okay, tethering. I have tethering on my house phone. I mean on my my BlackBerry. I have tethering on that plan. It comes with the phone. 6 gigabytes tethering. I don't even tether on my BlackBerry. Not only because my BlackBerry kind of likes to default to the local edge tower, which it does, but it also makes no sense to tether because the fact of the matter is I've already got a mobile hotspot that's LTE. So why would they want to tether on a phone that's only going to give me 2G speed instead of going with a mobile hotspot that's designed specifically to give me higher speed data? Gee, that doesn't seem like very much of a difference, but it does make a difference, okay? For most people, tethering is not going to matter, because you're not going to be doing it a lot. If you do, it's probably because either A, you don't have, in your device, you don't have a little USB dongle which has a little hotspot dongle, or you don't have a Wi-Fi laptop connected into a mobile hotspot. Well, if you have a Wi-Fi laptop, yes, tethering towards your phone may be beneficial for some people when there is no home or internet Wi-Fi where you are. But most people, including McDonald's, and of course most businesses have Wi-Fi. Exceptions, I don't have Wi-Fi at the soup kitchen. So unfortunately, when I bring in my mobile hotspot, everyone gets so excited because they realize that they can benefit from using it too. So they can go ahead and they ask me for permission, and usually I give them permission and I let them use it if they have to. The truth is, that gets expensive very fast. However, 2G tethering, that's an insult. It's an insult if you're going to do tethering at all. They do have an additional charge for $15 package to give you 5 gigabytes a day. Which I got 6 gigabytes of data on my mobile hotspot, so why would they want to go there? No, I don't. Okay. Next one. Between that and the mobile hotspot and the high definition and the billing for non-auto pay, I think the non-auto pay is the worst. I don't like it. Okay? The idea of unlimited talk, text, and web is great. But if you're in a fixed income, that program is not going to cut it for you. Period. Okay, why is it not going to cut it for you? Because you're trying to struggle between paying your bills and your rent and your food and your medications. And by the time cell phones have become so ubiquitous, they're everywhere. Now, in 2 years, I plan to run for selectman of Winston again, and I'm going to stick around this time and do it. Okay, I'll tell you why. Number one, I want to make some changes. When I was filling out the application on the Republican website, it required me to have a home phone. Really weird, because I was going to use my cell phone only, because I didn't really want to have to list my home phone, because my home phone is going to be becoming obsolete next month, probably. Well, guess what? Like I said, sorry, I need a home phone. So I had to enter a home phone. Sure, I could enter my cell phone number twice, probably, it would have worked fine. But that still brings up a very big point. And when we're talking about obsolete, is the home phone obsolete? Technologically, it is. Yes, absolutely. However, it still works fine. In fact, we already demonstrated many times over and over again that during major events, like most people in Hurricane Sandy especially did lose a lot of the phone service, but the home phones and many were still working. The cell phone towers were becoming inundated with everybody else trying to call friends and family right after Hurricane Sandy. So it was a really big issue that the towers were not able to keep up with the demand. Very true. Now, Verizon, which runs the phone system, both the landlines and the cell phone industry, is trying to say look, house phones are obsolete. We're not even going to bother repair the wires. We're not going to bother putting in the wires. You want a phone, you pick up a nice Samsung Galaxy Tab or whatever, and that's it. On our CDMA crappy network. No, no, thank you. Of course, Frontier is independent of Verizon and AT&T. It used to be AT&T and Winston. AT&T was kind of trying to offer me the same deal. Look, okay, fine, you got a home phone. How would you like to upgrade to a cell phone? Put it on the same bill as your home phone. I was like, no, thank you. I'll keep them separate for now, because I never knew what I was going to do. Personally, I really thought AT&T was wicked expensive when they had it. Of course, that was many years ago. Really, really expensive. I was very happy when I got out of my contract, when my contract expired for my iPhone 3GS, to finally just drop them and unlock the phone and bring it to T-Mobile, because I liked the T-Mobile a lot better. At the time, T-Mobile was still very much a struggling little company, and it was still trying so hard to become number 2 and number 3 even, because it was behind Sprint. Even though technically the quality of service, I have to admit, was kind of spotty, and it didn't really work as good as it could. But I've always wanted to root for the underdog. So today, you heard me by saying is why I'm going for Sprint. First of all, Sprint again is CDMA. I had experience with CDMA with Alltel. I did not like CDMA at all. I thought it was absolutely positively insulting. To think that here I am, every time I want to change phone, I had to keep calling in to customer support to re-register the new phone and go into the phone's configuration settings to enter in all the information such as the MSID, the PRL, and all that. Really kind of crazy to do that. I really just thought it was a waste of my time. Whereas with my T-Mobile, if I want to change phones, all I do is I just take the SIM chip out of one phone and put it into another phone, and I'm ready to go. As long as it supports the right frequencies for T-Mobile, i.e. if I buy a phone from China, I often find tri-bands. I can see, like, if I go for a tri-band or a quad band, ideally, then I can be guaranteed that it will at least be working with America, at least for the 1900. If I don't watch what I'm doing, and they go for dual band, and it's only 800, 900, or sorry, 900 and 1800, it's not going to do me no good at all, because that's only works in Europe and overseas, not in the U.S. So I either look for quad band or I look for ones that are ideally suitable for support, or even tri-band. But that's still not going to help me if there's a reason I need to roam an AT&T. So then I need quad band. So it really gets confusing. But now we're just talking about GSM here. We're not talking about CDMA. We're not talking about 3G. We're not talking about OOMPS, HSDPA, HSPA plus, HSUPA, whatever, and all the other alphabet soup. Okay. You add that in, and it gets even more complicated. Which one are you using? Are you using 1900 or are you using 2100? Are you using 2700? Are you using 2600? Is it separate Asian and European 3G, or is the phone designed for US 3G? Watch out for that, because I'm serious. You can get the wrong thing. Especially you get all gung-ho and you see this beautiful thing from China and you see it supports, 3G. You might not know if it's going to support your bands. Don't go crazy doing that. Don't just check everything. If you don't know, ask the seller. If the seller can't tell you, walk away. Unless it's you really feel like taking a chance. If you're lucky, it might still work as a 2G device, but then that kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? The other thing is that for next month, I haven't made a final commitment yet. However, this is what I'm thinking. Lomi brought this up to me last night. She said, you're spending $155 between the $157 between the cell phone plan, your house phone, and your GSL. $157, $158 a month. Let's say $160. Now, let's say you just had your one cell phone plan and your mobile hotspot you already have on your current plan. Okay? That is $185 a month. That is a little bit more than half off, or half the price of the other one. So it saves you $70. And $70 can be used for doing a variety of things, from upgrading your equipment in the studio, replacing a missing iRig pre and audio cable, which we don't know where that went to. We have no clue. I thought I put it in our multimedia bag. Maybe I did. Maybe somebody lifted it from the soup kitchen. Get it out of my bag. It's really heavy. I got a lot of stuff in there. I carry the milk. I carry the phone. I carry the stand. I carry the tripod. I carry everything, and it gets really heavy. In fact, if anything, it proves one thing. I always use the lower quality stuff when I'm out doing videos on the field. Is not because I'm a cheapskate. I am a cheapskate, but I have a reason to be. It's because the fact is that if I buy an expensive phone, I'm going to be paying up the wazoo for expensive accessories that are likely to be stolen by people who are even less fortunate than me. And those people will look for a free deal and free technology. Not really nice at all, but that's the way they think. Now, since I said, one of the things about the cell phone plan I have now is the phone itself has data, right? My BlackBerry has data on it. I can, text and web and type and talk and stuff like that. It's on a $50. Right now it's on a family plan because of Dory. Well, Dory is, let's just put it this nice way. Well, not so nice. I don't think she's going to pay the bill, and so therefore I'm going to have to discharge her from the program, period. It's just because that I'm going to have to cut costs. Right now, this month, I am so close to being out of luck. Everything. Money is just running out. We're getting into some really scary shit right now. So the renter's rebate won't be here until the middle of October. So everything is up in the air. But this is what I'm thinking. If I decide to get rid of the home phone, maybe I will put the home phone on a second SIM, as I was going to do, and put it in my 3GS or my 4S. Then I'll do is, after I discharge her off the program, that's $100 for the two people, and then the internet hotspot is $135. Cancel the home phone completely after that. All 3 lines, boom. All the DSL, boom. Get that out of here. Okay? Because the stuff I do is watching videos, and they're all on binge on, baby. I can watch binge on until my eyeballs pop out, and I don't have to worry about paying extra for that. I got data stashed on my hotspot. I have a huge chunk of data right now on it. It's enormous how much data I have on my hotspot. Holy shit. Oh my god, I probably used close to, this month, broadcasting on my hotspot, maybe close to, since July, I probably used close to maybe about 40, 50, maybe not quite that much. Yeah, maybe I did use quite that much. Maybe about 25, 30, 45 gigabytes of data in a few months on my hotspot. And uploading videos to YouTube. Let's be honest. At the speed I was getting on LTE is way better than I'm paying for the same thing on my DSL. I'm only getting 1 megabit per second up on my DSL, 16 megabits per second down. 16 megabits per second down isn't so bad. I don't have a problem with that. It's the up that really is the deal breaker for me. I mean, a video, like a typical video, which is usually about a gigabyte in size, takes about 2 hours and 30. I'm just saying about 2.5 hours to upload on the DSL. On my cell phone, I can upload the same video in about 25 minutes. That's really nice. I like that. It's a big reason to go with that technology. But I don't really know, because like I said, I'm kind of torn because I like my home phone. I like having that phone. It makes me feel like, I guess it's kind of like Linus's blanket, He has his little security blanket he drags everywhere, okay? Of course, I can't drag a house phone everywhere. There's only so long the cord can go. But the point is since I am home most of the time anyway, it's kind of nice. I can have multiple phones in my house, and I can be able to make and receive phone calls from any room in the house, and I can put the call on hold, pick up on another phone, and then that's great. Or if it's a call for somebody else who's in the kitchen, I can hit the transfer button, and I can then type in the kitchen's extension, and boom, it goes right into the kitchen. If you have a cell phone, then it becomes, I gotta run out there and find the person and hand them the phone and say you got a phone call. It's really kind of awkward. It really is. Or another thing too with cell phones that makes them kind of suck is the fact is that you got to worry about keeping your battery charged. For example, before I did this video, I had to make sure I put my battery on the charger completely and let it get full, because I never know how long I'm going to talk. And so sometimes I talk a real long time, and then by the time I'm done, the battery's down to 80%. I'm not talking about live streaming. Even if someone had not stolen my microphone cable, if it was stolen, it might be, I don't know. But the point is, I don't know where it is. It's not in my house, that's for sure. They didn't take the microphone too, but then again, the microphone looks like crap anyway, so probably makes it why the microphone doesn't look so exciting. Nobody wants that. It looks like crap. It's just plastic. It's a crappy microphone. It's a Pile PD-Mic 1, and it's, even with the new capsule inside, it still really looks like crap on the inside. So that's not really that great of a microphone. It wasn't even that great of a microphone when I first bought it. It was for $10. It was like a cheap piece of Chinese garbage. Ever since that time, I said I will never buy another piece of equipment from Pile again. I know Pile makes some good stuff, but the microphone is not it. But if you replace the capsule inside and you probably install properly sealed wiring inside, it could be a good microphone. But then what you're really doing is it's like replacing the engine on a Volkswagen Bug, okay? You can put in an aftermarket engine that's bigger, powerful. You can have turbo injection. You can have nitrous oxide injection if that's your thing. And, and it's going to cost you more money. It's still Volkswagen Beetle on the outside, but it's, guess what? It's something completely different on the inside because you replace the whole engine. So that doesn't make it any better. So another thing too is when I was doing a video with Dawn, is one of the things that I came up with is I really think I need a microphone mixer for on the flight shoots. This is because you might want to have multiple microphones. That means I need something similar to a battery-powered XLR microphone mixer that is going to let me plug in multiple microphones into my iRig Pre so I can plug it into my phone. It's just going to add up to the price extensively, and I don't really know if it's going to be worthwhile to do, so oh well, let's try. How's my weight doing? You know what? I really can't tell you. I don't know. I don't have a scale. But either way, I think overall I'm kind of holding my own, even if it's not the greatest. I'm doing something in my life right now. So, am I gonna get to my videos ever gonna go viral again? They could, but you know what? Here's the question: why did it go viral the first time? I don't know. Could you guys tell me? I'd like to know. I really would like to know what made my other video so popular. I looked at the thumbnail that YouTube chose, and of course, that's one thing about when you're shooting with an iPhone or Android phone or whatever, is sometimes you have no control over the white balance. You have no control over the light. I'm shooting outside right now, only outside light. No fluorescence, no incandescence, just outside lighting. And my face, I can see in the camera, looks halfway decent. The sun's not straight on my face. The sun is on the side of the building right now. It's overcast. The clouds are starting to come in. So, you know, and we got a nice breeze out here right now, so which is nice. I'm going to get a chance to go cool outside. Temperatures are going to start dropping, so this week we're going to see temperatures down as low as 24 degrees on Monday. It's just going to be great because I'll be able to go outside and, well, just like I am now, and do more outside stuff. Big importance. As far as the debts, I'll say this. Mr. Debt Collectors, please have mercy, okay? I'm doing everything I can to straighten out this mess. Okay? I'm waiting so much to get this renter's rebate so I can do that, so I can pay all my back bills off in full, and so that I can finally, you know, get in good standing. I really want to change things for the better. And, you know, like I've mentioned many times in the pledge breaks, I really do need your help. I did not get a chance to go into the details on how I did with all the new subscribers in AdSense. Ugh. Oh, you will. We'll get to it. We'll get the numbers. Well, for right now, let me just say one more thing, because I want to get ready to kind of wrap this up. I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you. I want to find out what you got to say. Some of you might think I'm an alcoholic. I'm not. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't drug. I got an eye condition called I'm legally blind. I have what they call lateral nystagmus, which is caused by my eye condition. My eyes are not properly formed right. That's why. I got a cataract in my right eye. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. And unlike a lot of the so-called entitled, oh, I hate that term. I am on Social Security disability, but I also am beginning to work hard to try to get my own little business off the ground. This is a big deal to me. I want to so much get back to work, doing the things I can do, doing the things I love. I love doing media. I love radio. I really, really love radio. I love videos too, but radio is my first love. Okay? You would talk about obsolete. No, there's a technology that most people will agree is obsolete, is the radio waves. Why? Because people today don't listen to a radio on the radio waves from us anymore. They listen to things on the internet. Podcasts, radio, music stations, everything. But that's not really the same thing, so come on, let's be honest. Here I have good old All-American 5 kitchen radio. It's a little dirty. Let me use this as an example, okay? Now I don't have an AC means point out here. This is, to the average consumer, these radios were pretty expensive, okay? It's kind of grubby. I gotta wash it. Gotta clean the top of it. It's an old Panasonic kitchen radio, All-American 5, aka the suicide box, because it's the string wired with a hot chassis on it. It's nice radio, but it is definitely old. Okay, and I like it. Okay, but it's old. No one likes it anymore. Everybody wants digital today. There's nothing wrong with digital, but just there are some people who remember the way things used to be, and we still kind of miss them. Well, anyway, I'm trying to adjust with the times, and I'm trying to get with the 21st century technology. Grudgingly, but I'm trying. So, give up my whole house phones completely and just keep the one cell phone and mobile hotspot and use my iPhone 4S as a mini tablet, or finally put a SIM chip in again as my home phone. Still considering it. And once the winter rebate comes in, if I do that, I'm going to pay off my home phone in full, so that there'll be no anger between the home phone company and me, and there won't be nobody feeling like I screwed everybody. Okay? Same thing with the credit cards. I want to pay you too. I still want to leave some money so I can buy some upgrades. I don't know if I'm going to go for an iPad or if I'm going to go for an Android tablet yet, but that's still another area. I still think I'm going for the iPad, either the third generation, or I might even go for the iPad too. Not going to use it to do videos. I mean, not to watch them. If I get an iPad 3, at least I can use it with the iMovie. I accidentally called it iTunes in one of my in-house videos. I want to use it with my iMovie if I do that, and then I can cut and paste and edit videos and change them there on the iPad. Or I can do it on my desktop once the weather gets cooler. It's still an option either way. Alright, so for now, if you have any comments, suggestions, concerns, gripes, whatever, please don't be afraid to contact me. I am always here, one way or the other. And we'll see what we can do. Okay? Have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye.